Hello and welcome, I'm Abrax, and we've just had the news that the PTS for Season 10 is coming later this week, and we have the patch notes, so I thought in this video we'd take a look, see what's coming. I don't know where to put my microphone. Yeah, this works. I'm not going to go over everything in the patch notes, but I want to have a look at some of the highlights. First, we have the preload time. That is going to be the August 18th at 6 CEST. And then it will go live on the 19th of August. No time yet. Patch size, so without the PTS build, it's going to be 85 gig. And if you already have it installed, it'll be a 6.07 gig patch. Not too bad, to be honest. We are getting countdown changes, new difficulties. These were what were discussed in the agent briefing. So we've got normal can be soloed, hard designed for groups of 8 casual players, challenging current difficulty in game, designed for a group of 8 match-made players, can be completed by a team of 2 to 4 hardcore players. Then we've got heroic, best for 4 to 8 hardcore players. We've got new countermeasures and deactivation benefits, skill suppression, explosive resistance, reload speed, armor protection, hostile skill damage resistance, great for hunters, agent hazard resistance, headshot resistance, critical resistance. So that's quite cool. New countermeasures. And this is the stuff I want to get into because it's what I love about the game. New gear. So we're getting a new brand, a new gear set, and some new exotics. The gear set, which I'm probably going to mispronounce horrendously, is the Akuda Buzz Bazos? Bazos? This is going to give us, for 1 piece, 10% skill haste. For 2 piece, we get 1 tech level. Interesting. And then 3 piece gives us 20% ammo capacity, which doesn't seem in line with the other 2. This is a good 2 piece though. It's a really good 2 piece. That, my brain is already doing things. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with that. I'm sure there's some really interesting stuff we can do. Then we get the Umbrella Initiative gear set. 2 pieces equipped gives 15% crit chance. It's a decent amount. 3 piece gives us 30% reload speed. A good amount. 4 piece equips gives you access to 2 unique talents based on player positioning from shadow and into the light. From the shadow, while in cover, gain 10 stacks per second up to 50. Each stack gives 1% critical damage increase and 0.5 RPM. Buff does not apply while shooting from cover. While out of cover, you lose 4 stacks per second at normal speed and 2 stacks per second if running. Into the light. While out of cover and in combat, gain 10 stacks per second up to 50. Each stack gives 0.5 armor regen when it's consumed. Stacks consume 10 stacks per second only in cover. Interesting. So it's going to be an into, out of cover kind of gear set. We'll have to do some maths on this one. Chest and backpack bonuses. Chest increase stacks from 50 to 100 and gain 20 stacks per second from the shadows. Backpack increase stacks from 50 to 100 and gain 20 packs per second for Into the Light. Consume 20 stacks per second while in cover. Gonna have to do some maths on that one, but that seems pretty fun, to be honest. What do you make of that one? Let me know in the comments. Then we have new weapons and talents. Dr. Home. It's a weird name, Dr. Home. Dr. Home, exotic variation of the M1A QCB rifle. Its talent is Dr. Home. Shooting an enemy with Dr. Home applies a mark. When killed, marked targets drop a 15% armor repair kit. The kit doesn't give bonus armor. Only the weapon owner can see the armor repair kit. Once the player picks up the armor kit, all party members receive heal. The heal. I can read, I promise. That's really good. I quite like that. For a group dynamic, that's a fantastic secondary. Yeah, I can see that being used. I can see that being used quite a lot. Next we have Bloody Knuckles, the exotic gloves. Talent over the top. Throwing a grenade or striking an enemy with a melee attack activates the Seeing Red buff. Seeing Red grants plus 25% weapon damage and plus 100% melee damage. Seeing Red lasts 20 seconds and has a 60-second cooldown. While in cooldown, striking an enemy with melee attack or hitting an enemy with the effect of a grenade will complete the cooldown instantly. I mean, let's be honest, that's going to be used as a shotgun extra 25% weapon damage. That's how I would use that. I'd either stick it on a shotgun build, an SMG build, gain 25% weapon damage, use it, goes on cooldown, melee to reset, rinse and repeat. I like that, I really like that. Then we have Busy Little Bee, exotic pistol inspired by the lightning rod. You know the lightning rod, it's that named pistol that always drops but you never use. That one. Each shot to a different target increases weapon damage if the player keeps shooting at different targets. Each shot increases 10% to a maximum of 200%. Players have 5 seconds to shoot between each target until they lose the stacks and must do it again. When the time is over or the player shoots the same target, they will gain an extra 5% damage for each stack they were able to get on the next shot. The stacks will remain even if the user changes weapons. Oh. That was a weird sound, I'm sorry. Okay. Interesting. So you can basically build up to a 200% damage buff, switch to something else, and just go crazy. Next we have named weapons. We've got Lefty, the named ACS-12 shotgun, with the talent Perfect Sledgehammer. Dealing damage with a grenade applies a mark on target. Targets with a mark take 40% more damage to armor and minus 10% movement speed. Huh. Have we seen a debuff to movement speed before? Or is that the first time? I like the 40% damage to armor, but grenades are so slow to use. Sorry, where my mind's gone with this is PvP. Applying a movement speed debuff to another player could be quite cool, but grenades aren't very quick and instinctive in the Division 2. In the Division 1, they were quite quick. You could kind of equip, throw, continue to move. In this game, they feel slower and sluggish, so you don't tend to use them that much. In PvE, movement speed, yeah, whatever. 40% damage to armor. I don't know if that's massively useful in PvE, because we have so many things that just buff damage overall. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that plays out. Then we have Left Stage, which is a variation of a SOCOM that has the same talents. Yeah, interesting. So talents, obviously we have the normal version of Sledgehammer. Dealing damage with a grenade marks a target. Targets with marks take 30% more damage to armor and have a 5% movement speed debuff. Mark disappears after 10 seconds. And then we have Perfect Sledgehammer, which is what we said above. The normal one doesn't really seem worth using, in my opinion anyway. The perfect one I could kind of see being useful. We'd have to test it out, but yeah, we'll have to see. Then we get 2 new legendary missions. We've got Tidal Basin and Manning National Zoo. More legendaries are always good. Always good. I'm a big fan of the solo legendary runs, but these 2, we'll have to see how they are, because I could see these being more difficult. I don't know, something to do with the layouts. I could just see them being an absolute nightmare. I hope they are. I hope they are a step above what we've already seen. But time will tell. Then we've got quality of life changes, added server time in the main menu, interesting. Added a quantity preview for material caches. Oh, okay. Oh, added an option to hide loot beams. Interesting. Added 2 Season 9 exotics, Dread Edict, blue screen to the Haven Boo wall. Added an option to sell from stash at each vendor. Players can sell stuff too. Exotics can drop in the open world from random NPCs in any activity. Huh. Added character customization, allowing players to change body type, skin tone, and face shape after starting the character progression. Oh, that's pretty neat. Because up to now we've only been able to change hair and beards and stuff, so you can completely change your character now. Neat. I'm cool with that. This is good. Material and resource cap raise. Cap raised from 3 main resources, namely food, water, and compounds, up to 500 units. Cap raised for all crafting materials, optimization materials, and DZ credits. And then we have a little graphic here. So it looks a bit like they've upped everything as far as the servers will let them, because we're getting a lot of 9s here. So this is good. I like this. I don't know why you would cap this. Let people farm their crafting materials for as long as they like. I think this is great. great change, brilliant change. And that is it for the patch notes. So this is great. I'm really happy to hear the PTS is coming so soon. I'm a massive fan of the PTSs. I love trying to break things. I love trying to find issues. I love trying to play with the new gear. It's a great time. I'm really excited. I will definitely be playing it. I will definitely be covering it if you're interested. I'll look at the new gear, the new exotics. So if you're interested, make sure to hit subscribe. If you want to look through the notes yourself, I will put them in the description of this video, so make sure to check them out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, give it a like. And as always, a massive thank you to my supporters over on Patreon who help me make this channel the best it can be. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.